Get the brooms, Lehman.
Mm,
It's sweet.
impressive.
E- Even though the Pelicans were wearing those horrendous jerseys, it did feel like there was some momentum for them early in the fourth quarter. It felt like, hey, they may steal this one, show some pride, force a game five. But Josh Giddey was having none of it, Ted. 1-3, 2-3, 3 threes. And then Jalen Williams hit some massive shots late. And I'm glad he did because that outfit he wore to the game, you better hit good shots if you're going to wear that man. And to his credit, he did. Ted, the Oklahoma City Thunder are the youngest team to win a playoff series in NBA history.
Crazy.
And they did it in impressive fashion.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to see the horrendous jerseys the Pelicans wore because I couldn't watch the game. You know,
Oh, no.
just like everyone else.
Blacked out. Okay. How does that happen? How does the NBA allow that to happen?
Because they don't give a damn about the consumer. They don't give a damn about the people that watch the game. All we are is a bunch of damn cattle to them that they extract money from. They do not give a damn about the people that are there to watch. They don't care. I paid for that game twice. Paid for it with NBA TV, paid for it with Bally's, and I still didn't get to see it. And they don't give a damn, and they never will. It's just a wake up call to everyone. They don't care about you. They only care about your money. Pisses me off so much.
I fortunately still roll with the Cox cable because my wife refuses to learn new channels. So was able to watch the local broadcast, but it just I don't know how that's possible in the year of our Lord 2024. Like, you should be able to watch the playoff game in the local market. I mean, what are we
I,
doing?
no, they don't care.
It shouldn't be that difficult.
It's
It's
not.
crazy.
It's not difficult at all. It's the easiest thing in the world. Oh, it's a playoff game. You know, there's probably a little switch in the corner. They just flip the switch down and oh, look, everyone's not blacked out now. Obviously, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's the right thing to do. But again, they do not give a damn about what anyone thinks. They just care about your money. That's it. It's plain and simple. No
You
reason
want me
to
to tell you about the
think about
game?
it anymore. Yes, please do.
SGA was pretty average for him. I would say he played below his standard.
That's a couple of times in the series, and the rest of the team's been able to pick it up.
Well, the new development. His wife just had a baby.
Ah,
Maybe a bit of a distraction there. You know, and congratulations. Went with Ares. Strong name.
yeah,
Strong name. God of War.
yeah.
Nice. Son of Zeus. It that when I saw that, I started flipping back to the Greek mythology I learned in Mrs. Pake's AP English class my junior year of high school. It was just all coming back.
Humanities. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Been a
while.
while.
I was feeling cultured as it was coming back to me. But he was okay. Didn't shoot it particularly well. Rolled his ankle. He stepped on, I think it was Cason Wallace's foot, like stepped backwards on the sideline, and Cason Wallace is just sitting on the bench and just rolls his ankle on his foot. So he was dealing with that. But I think it says a lot about this team that even when their star's not at his best, they can still find a way to win, man. I mean, this is not just a one man show for this basketball team. Jalen Williams, this is his first playoff series. When you consider that, he was great. Now, Chet Holmgren, he did not shoot the ball particularly well during the series, but he was incredible protecting the rim. I mean, he changed how the Pelicans had to play offensively. It was his first playoff series. I mean, it's really, really impressive. I'm I don't even know where my expectations are at now, man. I really don't. I'm trying not to get too carried away.
I know. I you go through the whole, the sweep, which is fantastic, low stress, but you start to go through the whole, is it going to be bad for a young team to be away from the court competitively for that long, watching everything? I don't think, you could ever quantify it. Doesn't matter, does it not? But um, it's probably pretty good for those guys to get out of there fairly stress free.
I think, especially with Shea rolling his ankle the way that he did in game 4, I love that they were able to finish the job right there. And that way he's going to be as close to 100% as you can be this late in the season
Right.
whenever they play the Mavs or the Clippers. But
Which that one could drag on for a bit, huh?
it's definitely going 6. So we'll see. It doesn't sound like Kawhi is getting any better anytime soon, which
Right.
kind of feels like the Clippers are playing better without him anyways. So
Yeah.
I don't who do you want? Mavs or Clippers?
Clippers.
Is it the Westbrook factor, the Westbrook and Paul George factor, or do you think that the Mavs are better? You think we got a better chance of beating the Clippers?
I think there's a little bit of like the star power, kind of the challenge of it. And I think that and you have some of this with the Clippers too, but with the Mavs, Luka gets going. I mean, he'd come out and put 50 on you in a game 7 or something, throwing up threes from half court. Like feel like with him, there's to some degree, it doesn't really matter what you do. I don't know. I I guess I would defer to you as to what matchup you think is better.
I think I would rather them play Dallas, and it's pretty simple. If they play Dallas, then we don't have any of the 9:30 p.m. tip-offs.
Yeah, that's good. I'll take
Which
that.
so that's just me. I'm just
Good
looking out for
enough.
all of our sleep schedule here.
Yeah.
But this is how I see it. I think beating the Clippers with Paul George and Harden and Westbrook, it would feel bigger. But Luka and Kyrie are a hell of a 1-2 punch right now. And I think Dallas is the better team. I'm expecting them to play Dallas.
How's Dort done on Luca?
Luka in the past has called Lou Dort the best defender in the league. So a guy just doesn't say that without being very annoyed by the guy. You know what I mean? And
Right. Yeah.
Kyrie is a trickier matchup.
Hmm.
That's what Shea on Kyrie, Jalen Williams on Kyrie, Dort on Kyrie. You put Jalen Williams on Luka.
Yeah.
Case and Wallace, maybe a big series for Case and Wallace to come in and guard Kyrie. I don't know, but those two guys can absolutely score the basketball.
Yeah.
From an aesthetic standpoint, I would love to watch Clippers Thunder
Yeah.
because Luka's incredible, but that style of basketball, it just gets a little boring, man.
And it's like the Clippers thing. Like if you beat them, it feels like an official like passing of the torch type of deal, doesn't it?
Yeah. We have all of your draft picks and we just beat you.
Right. Yeah.
I do think my biggest takeaway from the Pelicans sweep, and I know they didn't have Zion. That's going to continue to get brought up. Whatever. The Thunder defense was awesome all series. I mean, even in game 4, did not shoot the ball well at all. Now, the Pelicans shot the ball terribly essentially the entire series. But I'm going to go ahead and give the Thunder the majority of the credit for that because, I mean, of course I am. The Pelicans scored 92 points or less 3 times in the regular season. And the Thunder held them to 92 or less in every game in the series. Brandon Ingram just looked like he wanted to go home.
Oh my God. Offseason could not get here soon enough
Oh,
for him.
I would say I have never, the torture chamber is real, and I've never seen someone look more miserable in it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to catch him in a regular season game, but in a playoff series, like it's 10 times worse. Like to think about it nonstop. Like there is no like moving on to the next team and God, at least we don't play them again for, 3 or 4 weeks. No, it's just constantly in it. Yeah, you could tell he was done.
You combine Dort's physicality and what he was doing with what Chet was doing to protect the rim. Of just some really good defense, man. And some really, really bad shooting from the Pelicans, but mainly good defense, right? That's how we got to view it. But I'm interested to see where this thing goes. You start Denver doesn't feel invincible. They're still really, really good. If I had to pick a team, I'd pick them. But no one's playing better than Minnesota right now.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards looks like the best player on the planet currently. This Western Conference playoffs, this is gonna be so much fun to watch. And it feels so good to have the squad back in the mix.
It does. It does. It's fun. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I feel pretty good about the matchup, no matter who it is, Dallas or the Clippers. I mean, there's no guarantee at all. I mean, it's not that hard to see a case for them losing to both of those. I mean, that could definitely happen, but that 1 seed was a big deal. The draw ended up being pretty good.
Especially, it is not easy to come into Paycom Center and win right now.
Oh no.
Places.
Who's the better? Dallas is better atmosphere for sure, right?
Yeah, the Clippers. I am a noted, what is it, crypto.com. The vibes are just not great. Now, I'm
No.
sure it gets going. It's the playoffs. I'm
Probably
sure it
better in the
gets going.
playoff.
But
When we were out there for the Rose Bowl in, what's that, 2017, I paid a bunch of money to take the wife and kid to a Lakers game. It was terrible. I mean, it was cool to go to a Lakers game, but it was like being it felt like a preseason game or something. It was weird.
our atmosphere is much better.
Much better.
Much better.